Now, in the recent months, I've been trying to save money. I spent a lot of it traveling the world last year, and it was about time I started to be a bit more responsible with my own money. Obviously, it came down to a point where I didn't have a lot of it. So, I'm now very conscious about the money I spend, and that drips into my everyday life. Now, for example, when I go to work, instead of buying like a meal deal or eating out every day for lunch, I take a packed lunch. Yep, I'm that guy. I'm the packed lunch man. Like I'm some sort of outcast and I should be avoided at all opportunities. But I just think of the things that I used to do and how much money I used to spend on frivolous things, and when you've got money to spare and you're young, obviously it's quite easy to throw money away on wild things. But I now think about stuff that I couldn't live without. For example, when I go shopping, I'm like, well, could I save money there? Do I need to spend money on this? There are some things that I just cannot live without. Now, last year, I stopped drinking fizzy drinks, and that's something that I could not live without. I drank them every day, religiously, and then I stopped drinking them for about 6 months, and I realized, actually, I don't need them that much. Every now and then, I do enjoy a nice fizzy drink, but I don't drink them religiously like I used to. One thing I cannot and will not go without is cheaping out on toilet paper. Now, I enjoy my poopy time. And there's nothing worse than having a sore bum after going for a poo. And if you get really cheap toilet paper, like at work, we've got really terribly cheap toilet paper. You use that enough, it really hurts. It does not feel comfortable. And you just sat there all day like, ow, this is really uncomfortable. I wish I had some nice Andrex Classic, which is the brand that I go for, without a shadow of a doubt, will I ever skimp out on toilet paper. And you know what makes it even better? Wet wipes. Getting those Andrex wet wipes, oh, your bum hole is in heaven. I know this took a really different turn to what you were expecting when you started listening to this video, but then again, when do my videos ever not take a weird turn? But there are a lot of things that I have to cut down on, or think I can probably get a cheaper version of that somewhere else, but that is something I cannot live without. When I went to China last year, one thing I also realized I cannot live without is the internet. Purely because I wasn't sure whether I was being charged or not. I'm on O2, which is a network provider for mobile phones over in the UK. They have something called O2 Travel. It's supposed to work in China, but I never got a text message confirming that I had O2 Travel on, so I just didn't use my internet whilst out there. And it made getting around and being out there very, very difficult, to the point where it just was, it was such a weird feeling not being able to check my phone to see what's going on or where to go or how to do something. It was just like, it is becoming funny how much of an extension of a person the internet and your phone becomes, especially someone like me who spends far too much time on it anyway. I've had my say. What are some of the things that you cannot live without? Because I think if you thought about it, there will be some funny items that you just simply cannot do without.